Hello, ladies and gentlemen, Gabesty here. Today, we've got the Heroic Guide for Hearthstone Maexxna, the final boss in the first tier for Naxxramas. And Heroic Maexxna is pretty interesting because of her hero power. So I'm going to quickly do the mulligan here, and then we'll get right into it. And on the left there, you can see the deck. So I decided to go with Shaman, and there are a few ways to do this encounter on Heroic. So this is just one of the ways, and then I'll show you some other options after this game. But the main gimmick here is the web wrap on Heroic is 0 mana cost. It targets 2 random minions of yours to return your hand, and it goes off at the start of every single turn without fail before any other action is given. So you can use this to your advantage by playing minions that have a useful battle cry, and then forcing them to be returned to your hand so you can play them over and over and over. So this Shaman deck, I focused on using a lot of cheap minions that I could effectively get good battle cries out of, and then focusing a lot on mind control tech to steal the opponent's minions if you get it early. If you can play a mind control tech on turn 3, and then from then on, you can get massive advantages by stealing all their minions. So, and then there are other methods too, which we'll go over later. So, truth be told, it doesn't matter what you play early, because it will be returned to your hand before it can do anything. But if it has a battle cry like the Elven Archer that can do damage, you can make use of that. So, that's the basic idea here. So we'll just run through this game a bit, and I'll just talk through what I'm doing. A few key components for this deck are board clear is really useful if you do this style, because obviously these creepers are going to spawn a ton of spiders. So Lightning Storm is good, as well as the Pyromancer. So in this case, I'm okay spawning an extra guy. Actually, yeah, it is an extra guy. So basically I take 1 extra damage this next turn, but it fills up the board a little bit more with these cheap guys that can be cleared with a Lightning Storm later. And I've got plenty of healing in my hand. These are crucial cards as well as if you do this style, Earth Rings and Voodoo Doctors. You can just play those all day, basically. There's the mind control tech, so we will do him. Doesn't really matter what we get. Anything is good, so that reduces damage by 1, which is okay. It's not a huge benefit, but so here I think it's probably worth Storm. Well, that'll spawn 4 guys though. Never mind, I'm going to wait a little bit longer. So I want to Elven Archer this so I have a higher chance of stealing something good. I have plenty of healing in hand, so I can start going crazy with that. So we'll see which of my guys stays on the board. Alright, it's okay. Now once your minions start to stick, the enemy may sometimes attack them. It's hard to tell exactly what dictates that, or how they figure. Ah, there's the Pyro. Fantastic. So with that, I can guarantee board clear, so I will do that. Because Storm, if it does 2 damage on this, the follow-up will be 1 damage from the AE of this. So I should attack this with the Elven Archer first. And then we'll clear the board. You also want to keep track of your minion count, because, or excuse me, your hand count, so that you're not burning cards if possible. Okay, a couple more guys. But now we can heal quite a bit. Okay, there's the first of the scariest minions. It's also not totally uncommon to see a giant, a sea giant, see a sea giant. So this deck has one hex for removal. Again, I wanted to focus all my heroic decks in these guides to not have any epics or legendaries, so most people can craft them. But if you have access to a big game hunter, for example, I would definitely throw that in the deck instead of a hex. Maybe even two if you have them, just because they're so useful against the giants. Anyway, so we got 10 cards, so we want to play as many things as possible. Probably just all the heals, so we'll do that. So healed for 3, 6, 7, 8. So out healing, continue to out heal the damage that he's going to do. Oh, that's too bad. Finally lost our guy. Well, I don't think I've ever seen the opponent play a Kodo. That's interesting. Okay, I should probably take something here since I can. Yeah. It's too bad. The weakest steel, but it's something. And just mass minions. So at some point with this deck, you will start to gain advantage on the board. Oh, there's the giant. Unless it's possible things will go wrong if you just get really unlucky with your ability to deal with the big minions. We'll see though. Okay, this might be one of those situations. So I lost one of my heals. I can do a little bit of damage, but not enough to really count. So I think double mind control tech is the way to go here. Stealing these might be slightly better than stealing the 1/1s. So I'm going to kill both these first. And then we'll tech. That's fine. Tech again. Not as good, but it's also fine. And then I gotta heal myself a little bit. Both mind control techs. Wow, that's pretty lucky. Okay. So, crucial turn here. So makes or breaks the game pretty much. So I can enable this. Put this up to 5. Kill that. And then steal something. Yeah. Ideally, of course, I get the giant, but anything is decent. Okay. So now I enable this with the Flame Tongue to kill that, which then kills the giant. Oh, I'm sorry. That was a mistake. I thought that was a different card. I was thinking it was the one that kills things on the sides of it. So, not as good. Still, I can kill this, which I should do. This is going to spawn 2 guys, so I'll have 7, so I need to use the charge first. There we go. Okay. So that's pretty much a game now. It's very difficult for this deck when it's top decking to recover on the field. And we have basically the ability to deal with everything. I'm out of heals, unfortunately. I do have one more, what's it called, Voodoo Doctor in here, I believe. But it shouldn't really matter. So best thing to do is just play safe and kill everything. I will Earthshock this just to prevent a draw, basically. And now, one of the strongest things is the Wind Fury from the Dragonhawk next to a Flame Tongue with potentially Bloodlust as well. So I really want to do that. Oops, I should have played the Juggler first, though. That's a moderate mistake. And put the wolf on this side, buff it up even more. Okay. Ah, that's fine, actually. Because I can replay the totem before attacking. So I think I should kill this so I can try to get some juggler spawns. Or hits. Good. And just to be safe, we'll guarantee the kill with this. Okay, that's a game. Oh man. Come on, little Dragonhawk. You can do it. You did it. So there you go. Pretty simple example of this Shaman deck, and we can check out some of the other methods for doing Maexxna. But I think this method is the easiest and least reliant on having particular cards in your deck. You know, this is a very cheap deck overall, outside of a couple rares. The important things are the low-cost Battlecry stuff and potentially Mind Control tech if you can get that. All right, so this other deck, which is fairly popular, generally speaking, for this achievement, but I'm not a big fan of it. The main problem is that it's not very reliable. You kind of have to draw the right cards, and if you get unlucky, you just can't really do it with this method. The basic idea is to get your heals early, Farseer, Voodoo Doctor, stuff like that, and then wait until you get Alexstrasza, at which point you can out-heal the damage. The goal is to ensure that the enemy only has 1 attack minions on the field and you never kill them off. So it will do 7 damage to you every turn. With Alexstrasza healing for up to 15, you can basically play her every other turn after turn 9. So that's the essential idea. Like I said, I don't, I'm not a big fan of it, but I understand it. So I'm going to heal. So I'm going to forego healing to spawn an extra guy because it's important that you get enough 1/1s on the field before things get out of hand. Ah, see, there you go. So I'm going to have to kill that this turn as well. Actually, that's not true. I should leave it for one turn. And kill off another one of these haunted creepers. I think I can afford to take the damage since I have 2 healers. So I think Nova play both these. So now I can kill this and one of these, making sure to kill this first, and then the board will be full of 1 health dudes. That's all I need. Do I need the bluegill? Yes. So using this rather than hero power is... Oh, but wait, I want to make sure my heals are returned to my hand. Nah, I'll risk it. Alright, now kill that. Oh, what am I saying? I forgot the bluegill's gonna die. So that was just incorrect thinking there, the logic. Okay, so now I can heal for 5 or so every turn. So I just have to wait until I can reach turn 9. If I can survive till then it's just a matter of attrition. Okay, you have to be careful about your hand size. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay. I don't really need to draw, but doing as much as possible on turn 8 is ideal, since I'm going to Alex on 9. Okay, so it's a good time to play secrets, I think, and double voodoo. Although I will then see, will I burn? I'll go down to 6 cards in hand. No, I won't burn. Okay. So now we begin the process of killing. So 30 damage from Alexstrasza's battle cry. It's pretty good. Do I have enough? 6. Nope. 7, 8, 9, 10. So it's just in my interest to play as much as possible. All right, so there you go. That was a good example. But like I said, it's not only does this sort of not fit with the style of decks I'm trying to do for these heroic guides, because it has legendaries and epics and stuff. Again, it relies a lot on your card draw. It's not 100% sort of thing. But either way, there you go. That's the basic idea. Just heal yourself, make sure they have 1 health minions, prevent damage, and then plan for your turn 9 Alexstrasza if you have her. So that you'll survive long enough, and then if you need healing, you can just play her every other turn. So there you go, a couple options to do Heroic Maexxna and finish out the Arachnid Quarter. As always, thanks for watching, good luck, and see you next time.